Well, here's Raquel 10 years ago, quite the drama queen. Anyway, today I wanted to talk about last night's episode of Vanderpump Rules really quick and what's come out from all of this. Shout out to Housewife Historian for finding that really weird picture. So it came out yesterday that Tom Sandoval met Raquel after that boys' night out. Yeah, after he made this face when he looked at her. And they hooked up. And this was the first time they hooked up. Now, Andy Cohen was really excited that they captured that boys' night out on camera that Sheena put together for Schwartz to try to get his Schwartz on, because obviously what production was gunning for was that Tom Schwartz would hook up with Raquel. But what turns out happening behind the scenes is Raquel actually hooks up with Tom Sandoval on this boys' night out. And by the way, this boys' night out takes place in August. I think it's the first week in August based on what Andy Cohen said on Watch What Happens Live. So they hook up at this night out, and that's when the relationship begins and continues all the way till we find out, in whatever, like a week or two ago. And so that's how that all went down. Now, listening to the episode yesterday, we hear Katie Maloney saying some pretty insightful things without realizing it. She says she gets the feeling that Raquel is actually the type of girl that will look for a guy that one of her friends likes or has interest in and then try to steal him away, and she gets some sort of power from this. So I thought about that as I was watching the show last night, and I want to say that I think two things. One, Raquel gets off on getting men because it makes her feel like she might be hotter than the other person, and she derives her power from her beauty. And then she uses that beauty to show that she could have something that someone else has. Raquel also has a meltdown saying she doesn't know who she is yesterday in the car before she leaves the trip with the girls at Lake Havasu on their Vegas vacation. And so I do think that maybe she is feeling guilt for a lot of different things. She's now hooked up with many people by this point of this trip. And I mean, she said she didn't know that Oliver was with his wife and that she thought he was separated, but maybe she felt guilt around that. Maybe she wasn't 100% convinced. Now, let me show you the reaction that Garcelle and everybody had, which you may have heard of by now, but I'd like to comment on it. Listen, my son's a grown man and he makes decisions, and I'm not always okay with all the decisions that he makes, the 56-year-old said before adding, I need to see the episode that he's in before I can speak on it, and I haven't seen it yet. I'm sure we'll hear from Garcelle by tomorrow, but as of the time that I'm recording this, which is pretty close to the release point, she hadn't released a statement about the last night's show. Now, Samantha Saunders felt betrayed, absolutely felt her husband cheated on her. She has one child with Oliver, and they did go their separate ways after Raquel hooked up with Oliver, by the way. It was a trigger event for them to split. At the time, Samantha went ballistic on her Instagram, as you would expect, and Raquel released a bunch of statements saying, hey, listen, I didn't know. I thought he was separated. But that blew up on Raquel, too. Now, Samantha was told, allegedly, that she had to be quiet or she would have problems in the divorce with Oliver. And Garcelle has been very careful how to handle this situation, obviously, because it impacts her grandson. But in addition to that, Garcelle herself has been cheated on by her husband and knows how horrific it is. And she doesn't want to be a hypocrite just because this is about her son, right? She wants to probably support her son, Oliver, but she doesn't want to be a hypocrite in that she herself has experienced how awful it is to have someone cheat on her. And in fact, if you check or search in my Real Housewives of Beverly Hills playlist, you will see a YouTube video about Garcelle's men. And in there, it tells the whole story if you're interested in that topic. We were together, Samantha told E.T. I blame him. He was the married man. He chose to lie and cheat. Of course, I'm not happy with Raquel, But no, it's his fault all this happened. It's very traumatic for me. Samantha revealed that their marriage was beautiful and Oliver was her best friend. She also revealed he loved their kid and her 3 other children, but he changed when he started chasing clout. He truly will do anything. It's scary and sad. Samantha added that Raquel told her that she did not know Oliver was still in a relationship. The VPR star claimed she confronted him during the filming of their date. Now, that's really strange, right? Because filming of their date, we didn't see a date. We just saw a hookup at a nightclub last night. So I guess the question is there another scene coming with Raquel and Oliver? It didn't feel like that in the edit. So there's a whole thing that happens with Oliver on camera that we don't see. And she finds out that he's actually married. Because I'd say that's the real reason she was crying in the car and having a nervous breakdown. It was because by the time she heads out to Havasu, she knows she kissed a man who's married with a kid on national television. And that's why she's boo-hooing her eyes out. Here's Samantha Saunders with Oliver Saunders and Happier Times in 2021. What's incredible, though, is that when she goes and hooks up with Tom Sandoval, at this guy's night out, she knows that Ariana is not out shooting because Ariana is so desperately upset about her dog dying. So it's like one thing to be, a horrific human being and like cheat with someone's husband, so to speak. He kind of is, right? Like in the way he behaves and their finances. So it's like one thing to do that, and it's quite another to do it when the person's dog just died. Like it's a whole level of evil up. So I'm in the car quickly adding this. Lisa Vanderpump's reaction to Raquel hooking up with Tom Sandoval was basically that Raquel Leviss is the ride in Ride or Die Friend. Get it? She's a slut. All right. Anyway, that was Lisa Vanderpump's read between the lines. And the die was Ariana, by the way. She's the die friend. Like she's loyal, in other words, to Lisa. Now, Lisa Vanderpump responded yesterday to Teddy Mellencamp's totally stupid allegation that Lisa Vanderpump paid Raquel to hook up with Tom Schwartz or Tom Sandoval or both of them or one of them. There were different takes on it. She said this: okay, no, Pump Restaurant will be open as normal, fake news. Oh, and no, I didn't pay cast members to sleep together for ratings. Pump Rules, they do that on their own. Fake news. Have a beautiful day, everybody. Last night, we found out that Ariana is doing well after the Sandoval, split. She doesn't seem to be that upset over it because she just probably thinks he's a shit, and I'm, happy he's out of my life. I needed something to shake things up, and now I've got it. But she also released this. I want to express my most sincere gratitude for the outpouring of love and support I've received from friends, family, and people I've never even met in the last 2 weeks when I have felt like I couldn't even stand. You all have given me the strength to continue and see me through my darkest hours. To say I have been devastated and broken is an understatement. However, I know that I am not in this alone. So many of my closest friends are also grieving this loss right now and reeling from this betrayal on so many levels. I'm so effing lucky to have the best support system in the world, and I hope I can repay every single person for the love you've shown me. Ariana. So Raquel is planning on going to the reunion. Originally, she said she wasn't going to go, but then I think they threatened her, honestly, that she wouldn't come back next season. So she's rethinking that, I'm not going thing, and now they're going to probably have her Zoom in or have Sheena Zoom in. They haven't decided. One of them can't be there in order to follow the restraining order, and Bravo is willing to follow this restraining order in order to have Raquel appear at the reunion, because obviously it's going to be the number one hot topic. So there it is. Yeah. So I'm sure she's coming. It's just how is the question at this point. I have found some tea about Sandoval and Raquel, but I'm not going to release it on this video because I've got to go, but I will do another video to follow this one up. On the next Vanderpump, you'll see the tea. I'll share. As you guys know, I have family in this week, so it's been a bit hectic with all the shows I do and this, but I'm here for it. I miss you guys too much, so I had to get on here. Like, subscribe, hit the notification button, and I'll do that video as soon as I get like a hot minute, I promise, and get it up, and you'll see it pop up. Also, I'll try to put the Garcelle video with her past loves in the description of this video if you want to watch it and learn about Garcelle's experience with cheating husbands. And by the way, I'm not driving.